It's, taking a walk, taking a jog, whatever it takes to maintain active.
The other question I always ask my guests is, what do you want your legacy to be? If a student, the students got to know you, or a colleague from the campus, what would you like them to take away from, knowing you?
I think what I'd want them to take away is we're all human. We all have our strengths, and that there's opportunities for everyone. So take a risk and go for it. And I think the legacy that I like to leave behind is, Yvette was or is a very humble, giving, caring, and giving person.
Hey, Demo, he just liked my stuff right now.
I'll tell him I said hi.
See, ladies and gentlemen, when I record my show, now that I have a video component, sometimes, I have my guests talking while they're talking. I'm with my phone. But, you guys may not be realizing, I'm not just on my phone, just be on my phone. I'm not like, okay, I'm going to go here. No, I'm multitasking. I do my show. I'm promoting myself, my show through Instagram, through Snapchat, through Twitter. And then when the internet works, though, I try to put it on also with broadcasting on a separate stream with Periscope. So I do multiple stuff to try to promote it at the same time. It's kind of an extra way to provide like a sneak peek to the people to say, here's a small video clip, and then you gotta listen live. So here's another plug. To listen live, you go to your smartphone or just go to the App Store and you look up TuneIn Radio. And TuneIn Radio helps you access our station. From there, you just look up WPMD. And in addition to that, we're on iTunes, and then you go to universities and colleges, and then you just look for WPMD that way as well. And then, of course, there's my YouTube channel, which now airs video. That's the beauty of the YouTube, is that since I don't do music as a component for my show, Demo's the pro at that one. I just focus on interviews, and with interviews I don't have to worry about copyright. With copyright, and I can just upload the interviews in their entirety and develop a portfolio for people to look at. And from that, I like to think that I did my best also to type of kind of paying honor to like past students and stuff as a way as well, because since I've been here for a while, I got to listen to like past shows and stuff, and people when they were coming here, one student, name escaping me. Remember, I wing it. But so German Sanchez is around campus. He's the recycling technician, but German was a student here. He did the comic book show, and he's the first to experiment with video. His was with a little webcam, and it was through a website. And then Tito, not sure, have you met Tito before? He really long hair, big guy. Well, Tito was known for taking the radio station and the newspaper class for the maximum amount of times you could take it. So he has quite the portfolio as well. And what he was known for is he did a show in which was dedicated to the clubs. And afterwards, nobody really took on the mantle to do that. So I've done, when I created Falcon Spotlight, I did it to where, it still also brings in the school spirit, and while, getting the whole concept in which I bring somebody, and, I like to think I never know who's listening. And it could be that whichever guest I have, oh wait, that person's like, I want to do exactly what that person is doing. And now I got to hear the story of how that person got to where they are. And from there, they just get the inspiration to, now that they've heard an example, to pursue that same path. So, which brings me to the next component that I always ask my guests is, can you provide tips for people that want to do specifically what you want to do, either the degrees you wanted to pursue, maybe you had learning techniques you used to get through finals and stuff, especially math. Math really, oh man, like I say, the only equation I remember with math is math plus me equals slushy brain. So how did you deal with school? The stressful parts. Tell me what was stressful. How did you get through it? And like career advice as well.
As far as school, I try to stay on campus as much as possible because I knew if I went home, I wasn't going to find the space or make the time to focus on what I needed to focus on as far as studying. And we didn't have the internet at home, so being on campus made it feasible to get my papers done, do my research, typing and printing. So this became that one place where I needed to be to make sure that I got it done. And I wouldn't leave campus until I knew it was done, because I knew for that same reason that if I went home, I was going to get sidetracked with something, just life in general. So in addition to my class time, I scheduled some time to be here specifically for whether it was homework, papers, reading. I would do that. As far as techniques for me that worked, I used the highlighting method, had all kinds of tabs all over my books, but oftentimes I'd have a conversation with someone just to talk about what I was reading, so it gave me an opportunity to go through it in my brain and then verbalize it. So yeah, I'm sure I bored some people, but that worked for me. And I'm glad that I had them to be able to do that. So that worked. And just taking a break, realizing that you need to give yourself some me time. So whatever it was to kind of recharge, I would do. We have the luxury of having the mall close by. We have places to eat locally. So maybe after 2-3 hours of studying, just okay, I need a break. Actually leaving campus to do something, taking a walk, taking a look at something nearby, and then coming back. Because I wasn't able to do that, more than 3 hours was just a little too much for me. So that seemed to work, just taking a break here and there. And those were probably my study techniques. And as far as education in general, I think challenging yourself is a good one. I think challenging yourself to do more than what you think you're capable of, or what you think other people think you're capable of, and taking those risks. You have families that say, oh, I'm sorry, you're only meant to be, working in this career and that's what you should be doing. And just challenging that. No, you know what? I really realize that I can do more than that. I think I can do X, Y, and Z. I think I can, my gifts, my talents can be utilized elsewhere. And just really being risky. I think sometimes we lack the confidence to be able to take a risk and say, this is really what I want to do, regardless of what people think I'm capable of doing. So I would, challenge students to take a risk with their education as far as what they want to explore. Not only, sometimes many students think that, oh, because you get a degree in a certain field, you're required to be working in that field. But not everybody who has a sociology degree is a sociologist. Not everyone who has a business degree, like myself, is in business. So don't let that define you or what you're capable of doing. Just acknowledge that you're here to learn, take it for what it is, and see how you can use it across the board. So what I learned, for example, what I learned in my business field, I apply here. Looking at budgets, looking at how to strategize ways of improving student success, just the management role, the leadership role. I use those pieces from my business degree. And then for my counseling degree is the human side. You know, how do you work with people? How do you help folks? How do you deal with trauma? How do you assist folks going through certain challenges? So yeah, I would say don't let people or titles or roles define who you are. Take the challenge, and really take the risk to do what you think you're capable of.
2006, I completed what's known here as a summer bridge. Tell me about the summer bridge program.
Oh, Rob, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I've been here
awesome.
so long.
No, that's awesome. We're actually doing recruiting right now for Summer Bridge. We've recruited probably about 60 students from local high schools that are be graduating this June, May or June. And what we do is we provide them a 6-week intensive program, and they're taking their English 20 or their English 52 and a Career 10, which is a career planning class, during the second 6-week session of the summer. And it's really an opportunity for them to get a head start. One, to get one of their English English courses off their to-do list, and be prepared for fall semester. And then after their English class, they'll have their career planning class, and one of our EOPS faculty members will be teaching that course. And it's an opportunity for for them to kind of understand who they are, what their interests are. They'll take various assessments, and kind of start thinking about what career choices they have. And then after their career class, some of them will be participating in federal work study. So they'd be employed here on campus, serving in different capacities, just helping in general. And we actually just confirmed for this group of students that are participating, we'll be taking them to a university tour. I think we're going to Cal State Long Beach. And then we're going to be taking them to a musical at Pantages Theater in July. So the goal of the program really is to expose students to the college environment, give them the confidence, and prepare them for fall semester while building community. Remember, these are recent high school students that are a little intimidated by the word college or the environment, something new. So it's really a nice opportunity for them to kind of, meet people from other high schools that are at their same college, build friendships, and an opportunity for them to see the faculty and staff within EOPS in a different light, in addition to educators as, human beings that can, laugh at a joke, and just build those relationships to build that good ground for the future semesters. But I'm glad to hear you were some great students.
Yeah, 2006. I another thing for my audience is don't leave math for last.
Mm-hmm.
Math scared me, and literally, it's the last thing that I'm doing is the math. I'm in 40 right now. But yeah, don't leave math for last. Mm-hmm. Don't do what I did. But I focused on all the rest of the general education, and now, I've transitioned to, I think it helped though knocking out the sciences first, and the English, but it's still better to take on the math at once. I changed my mind a couple of times as far as major, and then summer bridge helped too because I was super quiet, and then I took a broadcasting course. And I went from being the quietest person in the entire institution to all of a sudden this year having the #1 public affairs student radio show in America. And I'm like, wow. This was, ladies and gentlemen, this is my my final show of the semester. But I will be returning in the fall. And, anything's possible, even for the quietest person in whatever city. But yeah, this has definitely helped me. And if you can, for those of you that are listening, go to your EOPS program. How far does EOPS go? Like, what schools, or how many schools is EOPS in?
So EOPS exists at all community colleges. So we're able to help students there. The CSU system offers an EOP program. Some schools admit transfer students, some do not. I can tell you Long Beach does, Fullerton does. The one that doesn't, which is in our area, is Dominguez. And then the UCs, they'll probably have like a trio program that is similar to EOPS, kind of the same structure. So there's support out there for everyone. You just have to know and be comfortable with asking for help.
So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I've been here for quite a while, and I was part of Summer Bridge, and I think, who was it? I took Dr. Guy. She was one of my instructors for the Summer Bridge program.
Awesome.
Yeah. Was she the one that was before you, or?
Mm-hmm. Yes, she was. Yes.
Tell me about her.
I don't know much about her.
Okay.
I just know that she was the EOPS coordinator, director. I'm not sure. But she was here before, and then she transferred over to Saddleback Community College and is there now. I think she's in a dean position. And yeah, then they created a new position and I came on board. So it's nice to see that you, I'm learning more about you, Rob. Good to know.
Yeah, I've like I said, I've been here for quite a while, and I got to experience so far various different components of the campus. Starting, my first start was the Summer Bridge, and then I did a broadcasting course, and that was automatically part of, when the radio class was offered, the class was also the club.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the first club I was in. And then from there, 2011, on Halloween, I took the test and passed to have my own show. And I passed, and I was officially part of the radio station in 2011. And then 2012, I joined student government.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was when was the accreditation? I think it was like less than like a year ago, right? Or a year or two?
Yeah.
Something like that. On that particular semester, I accomplished holding every position that a club has. I was president of one, vice president of another, treasurer of another, secretary of another, and ICC rep of another. All within the same. That's the only semester in which I was able to accomplish something like that. It's interesting, experiencing the different types of things that a student can, get involved in leadership roles. Student government, as far as the Senate, I was part of the Senate, and the Senate, every seat represents 500 students of the whole population. And then I did those shared governance committees, and that's pretty cool too, because then your name is there forever on the minutes. So I'm there on the minutes for the attendance and stuff for the shared governance. And what else did I do? I spent a year as the assistant commissioner of public relations for the cabinet branch of student government afterwards. And after I've accomplished all this, I have, it's always been on the back of my mind too, okay, now I have a little bit more free time, let me see what EOPS is up to. So yeah, that's pretty cool to, see what EOPS is up to and stuff. Yeah.
We are there. We're actually looking, if you know of any students that are interested in EOPS, we are looking to admit at least 350 students for summer. So send them our way. All they need to have done is completed their FAFSA for 2016-17 or their DREAM application, be eligible for a fee waiver under method A or B, and be enrolled in 6 or more units for summer, and be educationally disadvantaged, which is information we can verify at the front desk, and completed less than 40 units. So if they meet those requirements, we will sign them up for an orientation, get them into our program for summer. And if for whatever reason they're not enrolled for summer, they can come back in July once they're enrolled for fall, and we can bring them in for fall semester. And we'll be admitting a large number again for fall. It's really exciting because for the past 5 years, we really haven't been able to admit as many students because of budget cuts, and now we're able to kind of bring back the numbers that we had in the past. So I'm really excited to be able to bring more students into our program because I know our EOPS makes a significant impact on the lives of students.
Yes, and actually this year too, once I found out about the golden microphone, I got added to, when you first step into the studio, you see these frames, these photos that are in there, in the lobby. That's considered our Hall of Fame, people that have been associated with the studio, and I got added to it this semester. So that was really something for me because there was another student who I've always heard stories about. Professor Bright was like, Mondo Fresco Power 106 was a student here at Cerritos College, and he was known for being in this, well, yeah, this isn't the practice one. He would be in this practice studio, and he spent so many hours here, just learning the board and everything, until it's closing time every day. And he had such a passion that he made it into the industry faster than most people. Because sometimes people have to move to like a small city, some unknown city, and kind of, make their way in like small studios and stuff until they get their fame and stuff. So I was wowed by the stories of the campus and how when the station first started, the phone line to the cafeteria was only to here, and they'd be asking for song requests. And the bookstore also would play the studio stuff, and even the student center as well. So I was wowed by the stories of the heyday of the radio station, and that's kind of what drew me here, to do this and to do this show and name it Falcon Spotlight and everything like that. It's just been really great. It's something because this is again my last show for 3 months.
Oh.
So yeah, it's well, I'll be back, and how can people reach you? To learn more about EOPS.
So to reach us, they can do several things. They can come into our office. Our office is located in the EOPS /care building. We're right outside of the administration building and directly across from the main entrance to the library. We are open Mondays and Thursdays from 8 to 4:30, Tuesdays and Wednesdays from 8 to 7, and Fridays like today, 8 to noon. So they can come in. They can also call our office. Our office phone number is 562-860-2451, extension 2398. And they can also visit us on our website at cerritos.edu/EOPS. And we have links on there to social media. And so those are various ways that folks can connect with EOPS. You can also, there's a contact us form on our website where students can submit comments or ask questions.
And also, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to make sure, because I was remembering and recognizing, well, the students that I know, Enrique Rivera, a journalism student who really put in a lot to his craft. Simon De La Cruz, because he had his show that he put a lot of creativity to educating students of different cultures and stuff. I really like the creativity. Thank you for Demo for giving me tips and stuff, because I know I was a quiet kid. He commented on my post one time saying, "Proud of you, shy boy." This I want to thank you for taking the time to be here on the show. And this concludes this episode.
Thank you, Rob. I really appreciate being here.
Until next time, folks, in a couple of months.